Hello, wonderful people. Still Nicky Bobby here. We are back once again to give you the gist of the things that are going on currently in the Zoological Republic, events that are unfolding. Just like we discussed earlier, what is going on, how the churches as well as the politicians are working hand in hand. In other words, the government. Information on our table right now has published that INEC has won against campaigns in churches, mosques, that the violators will risk imprisonment. Of course, this is what is going on. The INEC, the Independent National Electoral Commission, has just won. Of course, these are all the plans of the Fulanese. They know whom they are targeting. How many of them from the other areas are the Christians? Now they know the one they are targeting. They actually know. Of course, exactly 1 month to the commencement of campaigns for the presidential and the National Assembly elections, the Independent National Electoral Commission has warned political parties and candidates against the use of masqueraders, public facilities, and religious centers for campaign. The Commission asked political parties to align strictly with the provisions of the Electoral Act to avoid sanctions as stipulated by the Act. INEC has fixed September 28th for the commencement of campaigns for the Presidential and National Assembly, while the election would hold on February 25th, 2023. Well, it's just very, very close. But what we are saying here is that the Fulanese have strategized their plan. That is the idea. They know whom they are targeting. But aside from that, what I want to deliberate upon is a little. I don't understand what is going on. For what reason are Nigerian youths marching for different presidential candidates? If you go to this state, they say they are marching for Obi. You go to the other state, they say they are marching for Tinubu. Well, it's an article that I've not heard about, those who are marching for them. And I asked some of them question, what is the essence of marching? I don't understand what is going on. And I think this is the best opportunity for those who call themselves youths to use the opportunity and ask questions. What and what do you have for us? Have they asked Tinubu question? But they are busy marching, organizing 10 million march, 20 million march, 1 million march, 2 million march. What for? You see the things we are talking about. I think the question you should be asking Tinubu, what have you prepared? What have you put in place to bring a better governance for you, for the Zoological Republic? In as much as I personally, I don't believe in the zoo. But I have never seen any of them asking him that question. It's only Obi that I've seen that they are asking questions. Even the article, I've never seen anyone asking him questions. But you see them from all nooks and crannies of the Zoological Republic. They are organizing 1 million march, 2 million march, 3 million march. What is it for? What is the essence of marching? Can someone please enlighten me? Can you tell me? Maybe possibly I do not really understand what that means. If you can educate me, somebody should let me know the essence of marching for Tinubu, essence of youth in Nigeria marching for Peter Obi. What are you marching for? That is what I want to understand. Every nook and cranny, every state, they are marching. Ask a single youth, what is the essence? What's the importance of this march? What are you, when you are marching something like that, at least you are marching for protest. You are marching to create a revolution. So what is the essence? Why the marching? Please let someone educate me. Let me understand. Maybe I'm getting it from the wrong aspects. And following that, I just want to have a little consideration of something that I've seen that I feel is not too normal. I have seen some youths of late, they are going to loot people's property still. In other words, let me use the word, the name to analyze it. The name is called stealing. I've seen some youths from Biafra land stealing people's property. Like the one I saw earlier today, a young guy, his hand was tied at the back, at the arm of two of his hands, at the back side of it. Well, that situation is quite painful. I condemn totally stealing. If you are going to steal someone's property, no, you are causing a serious harm to that person. If you look at the situation of the Zoological Republic right now, you will find that it is quite and extremely difficult for people to meet up with their feeding, to meet up with ends meet. It's quite difficult. So going to steal their source of life, their source of livelihood, I don't know how else to explain it. This young guy went and stole generator, pumping machine, and some other items, possibly from house or a shop. Unfortunately to him, the youth caught hold of him and they tied him. He was crying at a point. He started confessing, yes, that he stole them, that they should remove him, they should untie him. Well, from what I'm seeing, that level by which they tied him can weaken his two hands and disarm him, in the sense that hands cannot be useful again, because I have seen somebody years back whom they tied like that. So until today, two of his hands remain paralyzed. But see the point I'm coming from. I have equally seen some of these Hausa boys, the Fulanis, going to steal people's sumo, the pumping machine. There we go and they pull out the casting for the drilling and pull out the pumping machine, that is sumo, and take it. I've seen some of them that they went and stole people's generator. Then when the owners of those generators, some happen to track them, they only ask them to give them their generator back. They collect their generator, they let them go. I've seen situations where some guys, Biafrans, went and steal people's plantain, and they are being caught, and some of them are deleted, dealt extremely with. But what I'm putting in place on table here is, when you catch a Fulani man who is destroying your farm with their cattle, stealing your generator, stealing everything, some of them go as far as stealing people's gates. If you go to Iguacha, you'll see some plots of land that are well fenced around with gates. But people are not living there and houses are not being built there. You see those Fulani people, they will go and pull out the gate and go and sell it. Sometimes the owners of these properties might see them. They'll not ask them to drop their gates. Sometimes, and there we go. They let them go freely without touching them. You see a Fulani man meets our mothers, our sisters on the farm. Sometimes you see what happened, no need of calling the names. Sometimes they delete some of them. I mean our mothers, our sisters. But when our young men, when the youth gets hold of them, they will not do them anything. They let them go. So my question is, why deleting your own blood when you let the Fulanese go? I don't understand it. That is what I really I'm trying to comprehend. And I've been sampling this question. Why is it that way? Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me recast it, let me rephrase it so that you understand it, so that my story is not too long. What I'm asking is that a Fulani man will come to Biafra land, sometimes steal your generator, steal other things, even destroy your farm, if possible, delete your own person. And when you get hold of that person, you let the person go. But your own brother from Biafra land will happen to steal your plantain because of hunger. When you get him, you delete him. You put him in a farm, a treatment that nobody will be able to bear. Mind you that I have said it, I've condemned it from the beginning, that in any way, in every angle, I condemn stealing. Stealing is not good. But why letting the Fulani man go, then delete your own brother? That is what I'm here to comprehend. Why is it like that? In various settings of Igbo land, we have meeting of Omonna. We have the elderly ones. Those are the custodians of the culture. Instead of taking up this jungle justice against your own brother, why don't you involve those custodians of the culture, our elderly ones, our great-grandfathers, our fathers, those who are still alive, who know the quality of justice? What I'm saying is that I don't think there could be another ways to handle this, because somebody who went and steal plantain is sure that the person is hungry. Is there no other way these things could be treated? Is there no other ways in our various communities the elderly ones can institute a kind of law that instead of deleting their own people, put them in a situation whereby you'll be able to rehabilitate them, teach them in a way. Because I have seen that in Nigeria, judiciary is not really working. Yes, so we have to take the bull by the horn, we ourselves, the elderly ones. Because I'm seeing these things on daily basis. I don't really know, because sometimes when you delete your own brother, tomorrow the person might change. If you have cautioned the person, if you have told the simple way. This is what I'm saying. My message is simple. Those guys are hungry. That's what I've said. I've come to find out. If they are not hungry, yes, the meeting of women have to handle it. Know how to handle it, even though to ostracize the person to the maternal home. That by doing that, the person will be able to recognize that what he committed is very wrong. And being ostracized to the maternal home, it will now give the avenue that those from the maternal home will equally know how to handle him, because he will take precaution. Although some people say that those who steal is in their blood, that they don't change, but I refuse to accept that, because we have seen situations where some people they are stealing because they are hungry. My question equally again, I want to ask it again. Why letting the Hausas and the Fulanis go? Why you delete your own brother? This is something that's called for reasoning. You know, reflect upon this. Why is it that way? This is what we are asking. So by the time we gave thoughts about this and reflect upon it, I think we will come out with something meaningful. We call upon the meetings of the Omonna, our fathers, our uncles, those who are the custodians of the culture. Try to know how you can look into this issue. Not when all your children, the young well, have been deleted. Who again do you have? Recall that I said I am not in support of stealing people's property. So find a way. First, let's see how we can start to rehabilitate these people. Let them understand that this way they do is not good. We thank you, wonderful people, for listening. Of course, we say that it is in Biafra land that all of us have our citizenship, and until Biafra is fully restored, we will not rest. May you remain safe and blessed wherever you may be.